guys, welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Today's video, guys, is for the Necromancer class for Season 5. This is the NITROMANCER build, guys. I've updated it. This is version 2 now. It's much faster. It's got auto curse now. And, yeah, it will do Nightmare Dungeon 100 pretty easily. Well tier 4 Helltide farming. So basically, guys, if you're starting the season especially, and you want something that just get around super quick, and you're playing Necro, definitely play Pets, guys, on this particular version. It's really efficient. So let's quickly go into Helltide first. So it's a full summoner build. You use the new aspect where you can have loads of evade charges and evade during Blood Mist, where it sets it. It's really nice. It's very mobile. This is perfect, guys. So glyph leveling, speed farming, etc. I would do a version of this build where it's like a high DPS push version as usual. Probably tomorrow. Okay. Alright, let's quickly go into Helltide then. Most of the damage, guys, coming from the Golem, okay? But all the pets, especially in World Tier 4, will just destroy everything, as always. If you do Blood Maiden farming, like over here, it's particularly good. So, well, I'm just going to stand here. There you go, everything dies. Nuts. And you got auto healing as well. You got Shadow Mages, Skeleton Warrior pets that proc Shadow Stun. And that Shadow Stun procs cooldown reduction, still. They changed it back, thank God. So they've got a way of reducing cooldowns passively. Like I said, we've got this curse aura as well on their shield. That curse spreads to all the targets as well, which is fantastic. Okay, so let's show the evade thing now. So I've got 4 evade charges, so evade. And then Blood Mist, and I can evade and Blood Mist. And as curse targets are killed by your shadow minions, it's proccing cooldowns as well for you as well, which is just fantastic. So, yeah, super mobile.
I need more time.
And you can just zip through. Lots of movement speed on the gear as well. Here's the boss. Because the pets is just so efficient, especially in World Tier 4, you can literally just stand here, be completely automatically healed, and just farm, especially the Blood Maiden guys, just so efficiently here. There's the Blood Maiden. Send in the Golem. The Golem's attack is your main DPS, attack rotation. There we go. And she's dead. Right, it's so easy, man. So easy. It's really good. Because this one uses a shield to basically have the curse aura on it. If you want more damage, you can pop in a 2-hand scythe instead, but it just means you have to curse manually. I've set this up for complete laziness, so right now the curse is done for you automatically. Okay, lovely. So let's show a Nightmare Dungeon. Let's do like a Nightmare Dungeon 90+, yeah. Let's pop on in. Look at that Necro shield, guys. Looks sick. Looks so good. Let's go do Nightmare Dungeon, yeah? There we go. So what level was this one? This is a 98. Let's do a 98. There we go. But yeah, guys, pets are cracked. They're so good now. There was a change in Hellbent Commander as well, so Hellbent now works at all ranges, but they nerfed it by 15%, which kind of sucks. Blighted got nerfed as well, which is kind of sad, but it's still worth using in the pet build, because it still gives you a lot of good damage. And we can proc it very quickly as well. Right, here we go, let's skip through. There's a pack there. Whee! Auto curse, guys. Cast Tendrils, cast Golem. And, you know, dead, basically. No problemo. No problemo, bro. Bonk. So once Blighted's procced by all the automatic shadow stuff in the build, you basically get a big damage bump. Your DPS and your spire will go up quick. Right, so zip through, so evade. They're Blood Mist. Most I don't even stop for elite packs anymore, because I'm just doing like the objective in the dungeons. And dead. Just cast Tendrils, guys, from bringing it into one spot. And just zip through. Remember, your curses are automatically spreading to targets, so you just slow like that. See that little aura there? Actually spreads to all the targets. Then send to the Golem, big rotation damage, and boom, you know, and he's gone. And we can just zip around in Blood Mist, just curse everything, cast Tendrils, cast a Golem, and bang. Really easy. You can just zip through, basically, zip through. There we go, man. So I ain't gonna do the whole thing. Let's go to the town now, guys. We'll go over gear and the actual build itself, yeah. As always, guys, in the description of this video is a link to Mobilytics build guide, okay? Where you have all the optimal rolls for gear, skills, Paragon tree, etc, as always. Right then, guys, so let's start with Book of the Dead, because otherwise I forget, because I'm so bad. Skeletal Warriors, guys, okay? And we're using the Reapers. 50% chance to carve the flesh off your enemies. This gives you loads of corpses, basically. And as you're forming corpses, you get Fortify as well from the skill tree. So infinite corpse, guys, so you can just keep doing tendrils, etc., etc., and shadow corp explosion as well. Brilliant. Shadow mages, guys. Shadow mages bolt now pierce through all enemies, so it procs blighted much faster than the aspect. Always use the first ring. Don't use the second one. Use the first ring, because that gives you an extra 15% increased damage for everything, including your golem as well, which is your powerhouse. And talking on golem, guys, as always, use the blood golem on the second ring for the maximum damage. An extra 50% increased damage, man. This guy is a beast. I did ask Blizzard a little while ago, guys, before the season went live, to normalise damage across all golems. Because right now there's only one choice, which is kind of sad. I want all golems to do the same damage as this rune here, so we can choose whether to have the taunt, the AoE spikes, the slam, or the stun. So when the pull, so hopefully they'll change that soon. Alright guys, so let's go into gear. Right guys, on helmet, we're using the Cult Dominion. This gives us an extra 2 pets, okay? And I have tempered in maximum life and corpse tendrils on this particular one. Intel, maximum life, lucky hit. Lucky hit, guys, is very important because when you cast Decrepify, it gives you a it basically gives you cooldowns, and then your shadow pets, the melee ones, will go in. They do a shadow stun and actually procs that cooldown. So the more lucky chance you have in your suit, the more often those cooldowns will go off. This is just a basic suit I've got right now. So when you bump that lucky chance up quite a bit, guys, you get those mad cooldowns. It's nice. It's good. Also, guys, always red gems in your gear for an extra HP, including shield, yeah? Chestplate, guys, intelligence, maximum life, and Golem mastery. Golem mastery is the powerhouse that makes you do a lot of damage in this build, as always. So about this, right now I'm on in town, 2,223, yeah? I take this off, it drops all the way down to 1,255, so Golem mastery is extremely important on this build. Intelligence and maximum life as always. Unfortunately, my tempers in this have gone wrong, guys, but it should be maximum life and corpse tendrils as well in this. Lovely. Then, guys, we're using Hardened Bones aspect for damage reduction for us and our pets. Brilliant. Okay, guys, gloves. Okay, so normally I would have reanimation here, but because it's a speed farming build, I'm only doing just you know, Nightmare Dungeon 100s and World Tier 4 stuff, we don't need it. Okay, for that particular content. So what we've done is I put a perfect aspect into the gloves. Now what this does is the Skeletal Priests empower your Skeletal Warriors attacks to deal shadow damage and have up to 20% chance to stun enemies for 1.5 seconds, so you get stagger as well. But what happens is that stun from the Shadow Warriors procs cooldown from Decrepify. And this is how we're setting our cooldowns really, really quickly. And it works very, very well. Obviously, if we're doing like a pit push version, we'll change the build and do a different way. But for speed farming, you do use it like this, and it just works great. Attack speed, crit, guys. And then lucky chance to slow. And of course, you want tempered golden damage on there as well, man. You want your golem to be hitting hard as hell. Blood Getters aspect, guys, on the pants. Blood Getters, Skeletal Priest basically heals you and empowers you up to 70%. This works out a 21% damage increase for you and your pets, and a massive heal. That's going off all the time, because this ring here just does it for you. It's automatic. We'll go over that in a sec, so it's really, really good. Intel, maximum life armor. On the tempers, guys, it should be worldly endurance HP, which I don't have at the moment, and then go over to Decrepify size if you can. But like I said, all those rolls will be in the description of the video as always, yeah. Okay, guys, so boots, let's have a look. Creeping Mist, this is the new aspect, okay? So, in prison, gain up to 35% evade cooldown reduction. That's why we can just zip around so quickly. And you can now evade during Blood Mist and travelling twice as far. Enter and exit in Blood Mist resets your evade cooldown as well. So, you can just evade like crazy, guys. Butcher jump shoots, no problem, man. You can just go boom, boom, boom. You can just skate around the screen. It's very, very fun. Okay, so Intel, movement speed, resistance, guys, then put bash in resistances here to cash out your stuff there from gems. Okay, so you've got a resistance, I'll just put the corresponding gems in here. But on this particular, I've just got light resist. Lucky chance to stun on temper, and then movement speed, guys, as well as always. Brilliant. And make sure, guys, you have evade charges on these boots. Okay, so you can see up top, it's got 3 extra maximum evade charges. That's really important, okay? Weapon, guys, now this should be a one-hand scythe, so we get the summoning damage, okay? Like I said, you can use a two-hander and give up the auto curse and just do it yourself, but, you know, the idea of this build is it's lazy, it just does it itself. You do use a two-hander, and obviously you can get much more tempered golem and attack speed instead. Okay, so I didn't even temper my golem damage, guys, or minion attack speed during that Nightmare Dungeon 100 just a minute ago. Just goes to show how strong this is. Okay, it's good. So, yeah, guys, should be one-hand Scythe here for the extra minion attack speed, minion damage, so then intelligence, maximum life, and critical strike damage. These Shadow by Key passive, guys, increases their damage by 50% after the passive's gone off by 10 times, okay? So you get a big damage buff. We have tons of shadow things in there. We've got Shadow Corp Explosion, Shadow Skeletons now, and obviously Shadow Mages. So there's lots of shadow stuff, guys, that procs this extremely quickly. You just have that big damage buff up, guys, all the time. Brilliant. So yeah, you should have a Temper Golem and minion attack speed on there as well. It's very, very important on the Mana Scythe. Forgot to put that on. Okay, guys, so Amulet. So look, we are using Frenzy Dead. It's very important to use this at the start of the game on your Amulet. You can move it to another item piece later on to free up like a passive sort of thing. But put Frenzy Dead onto your Amulet, because that way you're getting up to an extra 70% attack speed for you and your pets. You need 100% attack speed on your pets to cap out Cult Leader damage bonus, which is really, really important. So get yourself up to 100% attack speed, guys, and your pets are doing as much damage as they can with that particular bonus. Currently, I've got maximum life on here. I've got Lucky Hit Chance, Hellbent Commander. Hellbent Commander gives you an enormous amount of damage for your pets. It's absolutely huge, guys. Then Tempered, guys, causes Golem active cooldown reduction and Golem damage. Really, really important. We do need Amplifier on this Amulet over Lucky Chance for me at the moment. So try to get Amplifier as well, guys. When you curse targets, just do tons more damage. It's great. My favourite ring in the game, guys, that makes things just so great. Ring of Saturated Soul drops from Varshan, and it's just brilliant, guys. They've changed this now. They've taken away the maximum life. We now have movement speed instead, which is good because it's supposed to be a mobility build, so it fits in perfectly. Lucky Chance to proc the cooldown stuff from Decrepify for your pets now. Corpse skills. It also has Grim Harvest now as well, so that gives us actually more power, more essence automatically. This item here raises skeletons for us automatically, does Corpse Explosion for us automatically, and does Tendrils as well, which is actually buffed a bit. And it's now every 6 seconds now. On a perfect ring, that's great. And also it does the skeletal priest for you. So when you've got maximum pets, there's a corpse on the floor, ring of Sacred Soul, we look at that corpse here, buff the priest for us, and then bang, it just sets off everything for us, you know. So that will empower our skeletal warriors to do shadow damage and procs stuns, and then the cooldown for Decrepify, and it also procs the blood getters as well on top of the healing for us. We're automatically healing all the time, and then obviously the big damage bump up of 21%. Because of the empowerment. Okay, guys, so now Ring of Mendling, guys. Yes, I know, Ring of Mendling, yeah. Now, Ring of Mendling is really good now. Unfortunately, it's bugged right now. So all the damage you've seen today is actually way lower than it should be, okay? Which is a bit of a shame. I'm waiting for Blizzard to hotfix this, but right now, guys, the Ring of Mendling, yeah? It gives you intelligence, percent damage. I asked Blizzard to change that to Mage's Cast twice. Unfortunately, they didn't do it. They've got minion attack speed also. But now, guys, we get what we now get Pet Mastery. Okay, now in Diablo, 1 point of Pet Mastery, or any mastery point in anything, is just massive. It's massive, massive DPS. Unfortunately, the +1, well, it's +2 for my negs. I tempered it a little bit. +2 to Skeletal Warrior Mastery, Skeletal Mage Mastery, Golden Mastery does not work. Doesn't do anything. The all damage goes up from the ring, but we're not getting no warrior, no mage, and no golem. Once Blizzard fixes this, this build's gonna pop hard, guys. Pop hard. Also, guys, every 6 attack from each minion is empowered and explodes up to 32k as well. The explosion for Ring of Mendling can proc cooldown from Decrepify as well. So that's why you want to get as much attack speed as possible. As your pets are attacking really crazy, man. Those explosions are going off, and then they're decrepified automatically from the shield, which we'll go over in a second. Yeah, it procs out cooldowns as well, and stuns, and does all crazy stuff, so it's really, really good. So, yeah, once they fix it, Mendling, guys, is going to be absolutely beast mode, especially once you get all those mastery works, guys, on there. Once you're doing that mastery, man. Oh, master working, guys, try hit it all on the mastery once they fix it finally. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, shield! Yes, we're using the shield, guys. Yay! So, on the shield, guys, at the moment, we've got intelligence, max life, and life per second. It's just a basic shield found. I put the auto rolls in the guide as always. And then, guys, we're using a new aspect, okay? The Cursed Aura. Very much like Diablo 3 Cursed Aura on the Necromancer. You'll automatically curse enemies around you with Decrepify and Iron Maiden, so you get Iron Maiden for free. Curses inflicted this way spread to surrounding targets for 0.3 to blah blah seconds, and it lasts 4 seconds as well. So as soon as you tag once monster, guys, it just spreads everywhere. It's really, really good. Then they're all cursed with the Decrepify. Then all your pets are going in, your Shadow Corp explosions are going in, blah blah blah, proccing cooldowns for you, and stunning them as well. Just lovely. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, hey guys, want more damage? You can just take this out, do the cursing yourself, and just use a big fat two-hander and have even more damage. Okay, but as you saw, we just did like a 98 with a one-hander. That didn't have golem damage on it. We were blasted very easily, and that's with the broken Bring and Bend as well. Wild. Right, guys, skills, yeah? Da, 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 da. Okay, skill tree, guys. 2 points in anything up here, doesn't matter. Just unlock the next part of the tree. 1 point under energy, because we just need a point somewhere. Then max out huge flesh, guys, for lucky chance corpse generation, doubles on bosses. Then, guys, of course, blood mist, go here to here to here, which generates corpses as well. So as you go into the monsters, you generate a corpse. When you come out of it, you can cast tendrils on that corpse. Everything gets pulled into one spot. Then big boy Golem comes in, boom, and everything dies. Fantastic. Max out, guys, sparked armor, because thorns on pets can lucky hit chance as well. Gives you more cooldowns, which is really good. And extra armor, guys, just makes it really easy to cap out your armor at 9,230. Max out, guys, got a warrior archery as well, because you don't want them to die, and also do decent damage, especially in the lower content, which is good. Corp explosion, guys, over here to the radius to Shadow Corp explosion, which procs our DOT ticks as well, procs Decrepify, loads of stuff. It's brilliant. Also procs stun as well from Crippling Darkness as well, which is really, really nice. It's all done for you automatically from Sackring as well. Then, guys, 1 point in the Grim Harvest. Because of the new Sack Ring now, Sacrilegious Ring of Soul, we now get 8 Essence now in this item. So you have no power problems whatsoever. Don't really use power anyway. And then, guys, Fueled by Death and extra damage from corpses as well. For 6 seconds. This is up all the time because Sacrilegious Soul Ring does that for us, as always. Free, guys, on Death Embrace. Close enemies take 6% more damage from us and 12% less damage from you, just in case anything gets too close. Death's Approach, guys, for movement speed, 12%. Decrepify, as always, guys, for the slow and damage reduction on enemies. And then a chance to stun, and of course the cooldown as well, which is really important, okay? This makes everything flow really well. Max out Amplified Damage, guys, so anything that's cursed, for you automatically done from the shield. Cursed Aura, 12% increased damage, guys, as well. Max out Skeletal Mages, guys. Mages are really good, actually. Always max them out, and they can still do decent DPS in even in Nightmare Hundreds without really, like, speccing into them. So, yeah. Skeletal Mage Mode, guys, for damage. Lovely. Pop down here, guys. Next tree. As always, guys, Tendrils, man. Probably the best skill in the game. I love Tendrils, man. Makes them stun slow, guys, and applies vulnerable, as always. Control is key. Okay, guys, Necrotic Carapace. So when corpses are formed by our skills, or our minions, so basically the skeletal warriors, we get Fortify. And Fortify gives us a damage bump and damage reduction as well. I've got stuff in the Paragon tree that bumps that up. Then, guys, because it's a speed farm build, we're maxing out Reaper's Pursuit. We've got tons of shadow damage in this build. Absolutely loads from the pets and obviously Corp Explosions. So let's make use of it and give us an extra 15% movement speed for 3 seconds. I had a spare point, a couple of points, guys. So I chucked them into Crippling Darkness. So the shadow damage from all the pets and the DOT stuff can proc stuns as well. So stagger, especially on bosses, is really nice. Brilliant, guys. As always, guys, Golem Mastery, max this out. This is your main damage dealer on this build, so you've got to max this out as much as you can. Get the crazy Golem damage. 3 of 3, guys, with Aspiring Leader for the extra crit for us and our pets while we're healthy. And as always, guys, Hellbent Commander. Extremely important to have in your amulet. It has been nerfed by 15%, but it now works out all ranges. We no longer need to close the gap now on a very squishy Necromancer to do maximum damage. We can just do it at range now. Brilliant. Last one of these guys, of course, is the Shadow Bite passive, so it procs the blighted stuff, as always. And there we go. Alright, guys, Paragon tree, guys, is exactly the same as the last version. I'll just do a very quick summary, as always, for those that are new to the build. So, first tree, guys, come up here, got all the resistance, all your resistance capped in this build as well. And using Corporeal, guys, you and your minions deal 10% increased physical damage, okay? Because the Golem is a physical damage guy. And gain 1% movement speed for each active minion. So get movement speed for pets as well, which is great. Up next, guys, the Cult Leader Legendary Board. Your minions deal 30% increased damage for each 20% attack speed. Bonus they have up to a maximum of 100%. So check your stats, guys, on your thing. Look at your Frenzy Amulet. Then add that to your core attack speed on your character. And get it to 100%. You can bring it up by working gear with attack speed on it, okay? And off you go. And off you go. Basically your gloves, basically. Brilliant. Got all the pet stuff, guys. Didn't have enough points to reach the mage stuff, unfortunately. We can sacrifice HP to do that if you wish, but remember, we are focusing on the Golem damage in this build. He's the powerhouse. Okay. Then, guys, here we're using Essence. Didn't bother with any of this pet stuff here because you just don't need it. You don't need this damage reduction. Plus, the summon damage, guys, doesn't really add you that much. I saved a bunch of points and unlocked better stuff on the board. Here, guys, we're using Essence for the crit strike damage against and also against healthy enemies as well. Next board, guys, we're going into Scent of Death. And the glyph here, guys, is Control. So as we CC stuff, so Decrepify, Slow, etc., Stun from the pets, we're just getting a massive damage bump, guys. And an extra 20x as well, which is just wild. It's well good. So damage to injured, all the resistance is here. Scent of Death, guys, an extra 50% from corpse closes. And damage reduction when they're close or not close. Your shadow resistance is generated here and HP. Up into here, guys. Then got Golem damage now. Obviously, it's the powerhouse of the build. Max this out. And yeah, guys, willpower within range gives you Golem damage, an extra 25x. This board is Flesh Eater, guys, so when you consume 5 corpses, you basically get a massive 40% X damage bonus. It's just huge, okay? So if you want to do top damage rotation, make sure Blight Aspect has gone off and you've done 5 corpses to prop this. Then tell your Golem to attack a target that's been tendrilled and just watch it just melt. It's just disgusting. On this version of the build, guys, I've added elite damage now as well. I've made enough points to basically do a J. Wilson and double it up, which is great. Coming over here now, guys. And we've got the extra Golem damage here from using Dead Razor on the Hulk Monstrosity Golem board. So we've got even more Golem damage. Because Dead Razor's here, guys. If you read this out, whenever your minions say or damage, blah blah blah, Paragon nodes within range gain 100% bonus to minion damage and damage reduction modifier. So we're getting the extra armor, damage reduction, and of course the extra Golem damage as well. Just squeeze the board enough to get the double bonus here. So yeah, we get even more Golem damage. And same down here. Make sure that we have just enough willpower in the Paragon board, guys, to get an extra 25% here as well. So yeah, absolutely smashes. Hulk Monstrosity, guys, for the extra Golem damage and 100% X. It's just insane. Let's go down here next. It's quite a big board, this one, isn't it? Oh, sorry, up here, sorry. And the last one, guys, is this one here, is Exploit. Okay, so Exploit, guys, extra damage to vulnerable targets. Okay, so I managed to add this as well. And for even more DPS. And then went up here, guys, and activated some more damage reduction, damage while fortified, and also damage while fortified here, and all the maximum life nodes. Compared to the original one I did last season, this Paragon board only has 2% less life percent, sorry. But it has way more damage, and overall it's much, much better. And there you go, guys. Check out the build description, man, for the stat guide as always. Thank you guys very much for watching. Enjoy your speed in Necromancer. Next video, guys, will be for the big DPS one pushing pairs. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Cheers. Lovely.